Hi everyone, this is Artemis with SirLinksalot, and today we're going to be diving deep into the biggest challenge that every single SEO faces, getting buy-in. You know what I'm talking about. You've got the perfect strategy, you've done your keyword research, you know exactly what needs to be done, but somehow you're still stuck in meeting after meeting trying to explain why crawl budget optimization isn't just some nerdy SEO thing. If you've ever felt like you're speaking Klingon to your stakeholders while they're speaking business, this video is for you. We're going to break down exactly how to get that sweet, sweet yes from executives, developers, content teams, and basically anyone who holds the keys to your SEO success. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll be the SEO equivalent of a smooth-talking used car salesman, except you're actually selling something valuable. Let's start with something that'll probably hit pretty close to home. You know that feeling when you present your SEO strategy, everyone nods along and someone says, "Sounds good, let's do it." And then absolutely nothing happens. Well, congratulations. You've just experienced what experts call the fake buy-in, and it's a lot more common than you would think. Tim Critchlow from the SEO MBA calls this out perfectly. There's a massive difference between somebody saying yes because they want to get out of the meeting and someone actually committing to resources and time to make your project happen. It's like when your friend says, "Yeah, totally, let's hang out soon," and then they ghost you for like 3 months. The problem is that we SEOs are very data-driven creatures. We love our logic, our spreadsheets, our beautiful forecasting models. But here's the plot twist. Companies that properly implement SEO see an average of 14.6% close rate compared to 1.7% for outbound marketing. Yet getting buy-in isn't just about showing numbers. It's about understanding that you're dealing with humans who have emotions, political pressures, and their own KPIs to worry about. The real buy-in comes with commitment, and commitment requires understanding what the other person actually cares about. If you're pitching technical SEO improvements to a CMO who's worried about lead generation, then you're basically trying to sell ice to penguins. They might be polite, but they're not buying. So how do you spot the fake buy-in? Simple. If someone can't tell you exactly who's doing the work, when it's happening, and what resources are allocated, then you've got yourself a classic case of sounds good in theory, but will never actually do it. It's a business equivalent of saying that you'll start working out next Monday, but you say that every single Monday. Okay, confession time. I used to be the SEO that would walk into meetings and start talking about crawl budget, canonical tags, and schema markup like I was reciting poetry. Newsflash, executives don't care about your beautiful implementation. They care about money, growth, and not getting fired. This is where you need to become what I like to call an SEO chameleon. You adapt your language to match the audience. So when you're talking to the CEO, you don't say, "Well, we need to optimize our meta descriptions." You actually say, "We have an opportunity to increase click-through rates by 15%, which translates to approximately $50,000 in additional revenue per month." Amazon famously uses input metrics instead of just revenue. They measure things like the number of product pages live because that's what actually drives the results. But when they present this to stakeholders, they don't say, "We need more product pages." They say, "Increasing our product catalog by X% will drive Y% in revenue growth." Do you see the difference? So here's a little translation cheat sheet for you. Monthly traffic becomes lifetime traffic value. So to get this, you can multiply Ahrefs' traffic value by 60 for a 5-year estimate. Share of voice becomes market share. We should optimize becomes there's an opportunity to, and it depends becomes I've built a model that forecasts X growth. The magic here is in the reframing. So instead of saying we need better site speed, you should say our slow loading pages are literally costing us money. Every second of delay reduces conversions by 7%. Suddenly, the site speed isn't just a technical problem, it's a revenue problem, and that's what they care about. And please, for the love of all that is holy, stop starting sentences with "Google says." Nobody cares what Google says. They care about what their customers think and what their bank account looks like. So frame everything around business impact, not search engine guidelines. As always, I've got a bit of real talk for you guys. Getting SEO buy-in isn't like ordering food on DoorDash. You can't just click a button and hope for the best. You need to understand the complex ecosystem of personalities, politics, and priorities that make up your organization. Think of it like a nature documentary, except instead of lions and gazelles, you're dealing with product managers and developers. The average enterprise SEO project takes 6 to 18 months to show results, but 78% of executives expect to see impact within only 3 months. This disconnect happens because we don't actually understand how these different teams operate and what their success metrics actually are. So let's break down the main characters in your stakeholder safari. First, you have the developer. These are your technical allies, but they speak in bug fixes and sprint planning. Don't come to them with "this is good for SEO." Instead, you can say "this broken redirect is creating a very confusing user experience and impacting other marketing channels." Suddenly, your SEO fix becomes their bug fix. Next, you have the content team. They care about quality, engagement, and usually have their own editorial calendar that's more sacred than their grandmother's secret recipes. So you can show them how SEO can help their amazing content reach more people, not how they need to stuff keywords into everything. Then you have the product manager. These folks think in roadmaps, user stories, and quarterly goals. So if you want their attention, you need to show them how your SEO project aligns with their product strategy. Don't ask for SEO improvements, ask for features that will help users find our product more easily. And of course, you have the executive. They live in a world of revenue, market share, and strategic objectives. Skip the technical details and go straight to the bottom line with them. They don't need to know about internal linking or how it works, but they do need to know how it'll help them capture more of the market share from their competitors. The key here is to become a chameleon. When you're with developers, talk about user experience and performance. When you're with content teams, you can focus on amplifying their great work. With executives, make it about business growth and competitive advantage. Here's something that's going to completely change how you think about SEO reporting. Most of us are obsessed with showing traffic and revenue numbers, but here's the problem. Most of these are lagging indicators. By the time you see the results, the work has already been done months ago. This is like trying to drive while looking back in the rearview mirror. Studies actually show that projects with executive buy-in are 5 times more likely to succeed than those without proper stakeholder alignment. But most SEO reports focus on outcomes instead of activities, making it impossible for stakeholders to understand how to support the actual work. Amazon cracked this code years ago with something called input metrics. Instead of just reporting on revenue, they track activities that lead to revenue. So for SEO, this might mean tracking the number of pages optimized, internal links added, content pieces published, technical issues resolved, or keyword positions improved. Now, the genius of this approach is that it creates a narrative. So when stakeholders see your monthly report, they're not just looking at traffic going up and down, they're seeing the direct connection between the work that you're doing and the results that follow. Let's say you're working on a content strategy. So instead of just showing organic traffic growth, you can show 15 new blog posts published targeting commercial keywords, 45 internal links added to product pages, 8 existing posts optimized for featured snippets, or having the result of a 23% increase in organic traffic to money pages. Suddenly, everybody understands that more content plus better optimization equals more traffic. It's not magic anymore, it's a repeatable process. Now, this also makes it a lot easier to get budget. So instead of saying, give me $50,000 for SEO, you can say, for $50,000, we can publish 100 pieces of content, optimize 500 product pages, and fix 1,000 technical issues, which our model predicts will generate $200,000 in additional revenue. The input metrics approach turns you from a mysterious SEO into a transparent business partner. And trust me, that transparency builds trust a lot faster than any fancy dashboard ever will. Let's talk about something that's straight from the social media playbook, but it actually works incredibly well for SEO buy-in: FOMO, or the fear of missing out. But here's the thing, we're not talking about creating a fake urgency like those only 3 left in stock pop-ups that we all know are complete lies. We're talking about legitimate competitive intelligence that makes stakeholders realize that they're literally leaving money on the table. Only 22% of SEO recommendations ever get implemented in large organizations due to poor communication and lack of buy-in, but projects that highlight competitive gaps get approved 3 times more often than those that don't. So the FOMO formula has 3 components to it. The first is the competitive gap reveal. So instead of saying, we should improve our content, try this. Our biggest competitor is ranking for 2,847 keywords that we're not even targeting, and they're getting an estimated $50,000 per month in traffic value from those gaps alone. Suddenly, it's not about improving content. It's about not letting competitors eat your lunch. Number 2 is the opportunity cost reality check. Use tools like Ahrefs to show traffic value, so essentially how much money they'd have to spend in Google Ads to get the same amount of traffic organically. While we're debating whether to invest $10,000 in content, our competitors are saving $30,000 per month by ranking for keywords that we could easily target. And last but not least, the what if we don't act scenario. So paint the picture of what happens if they maintain the status quo. If we don't optimize our product pages in the next 6 months, we're likely to lose another 15% market share due to competitors who are already implementing these changes. But here's the secret sauce. You've got to make it about their success, not your vindication. Don't say, I told you we needed to do SEO. Say instead, there's a massive opportunity here to capture the market share while our competitors are sleeping. The best part, this approach works because it's not just theoretical. You're showing real data from real competitors who are making real money from opportunities that are sitting right in front of you. It's like being at the casino and watching someone else win big at the slot machine that you could be playing too. So just remember, with great FOMO power comes great responsibility. Don't manufacture urgency where none actually exists. The goal is to help stakeholders see real opportunities that they might be missing, not to create anxiety about fake deadlines. Here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody talks about. Getting buy-in once is just the beginning. The real challenge is building that kind of trust that makes future buy-in automatic. It's like dating. The first yes is just getting your foot in the door. The relationship is built on what happens next. The follow-through framework has 4 critical components. Number 1, obsessive communication. Remember those input metrics we talked about? Use them religiously. Send weekly updates, even if they're short. This week, we published 3 articles, optimized 12 product pages, and fixed 8 technical issues. Next week, we're focusing on internal linking. Keep it simple, keep it consistent, and keep it visible. Number 2, celebration and credit sharing. When something works, make sure that everyone knows about it, but also make sure that the people who helped you along the way get their proper credit. Don't be the SEO who takes all of the glory. Be the one who says this content team's amazing articles combined with our optimization strategy drove a 40% increase in organic traffic this month. Trust me. This approach makes people want to work with you again and again. 3 is the small wins strategy. Don't swing for the fences on every single project. Mix in some quick wins that show immediate value too. Maybe it's optimizing title tags that boost click-through rates within the week, or fixing technical issues that improve site speed immediately, things like that. So these small wins build credibility for you when you need buy-in for bigger, longer-term projects. Number 4 is a learning loop. So when something doesn't work, just own it and share what you learned from it. Our internal linking experiment didn't drive the traffic increase that we predicted, but we also discovered that users are actually more interested in X than Y, which opens up this new opportunity. So this turns failures into insights and shows that you're constantly improving. Here's the meta-level truth. People don't just buy into SEO strategies, they buy into SEO people. So if you're someone who communicates clearly and delivers promises, you share credit and you learn from your mistakes, you become the person that everybody wants to say yes to. The ultimate goal isn't just to get your current project approved. It's to become so trusted that when you walk into the room and you say, I have an idea, people automatically assume that it's worth listening to. And then you've truly mastered the SEO buy-in. Look, getting an SEO buy-in isn't rocket science, but it is people science. And people science is sometimes harder than rocket science because rockets follow physics, but people, well, let's just say that people are wonderfully unpredictable. The key takeaways from today are that you first of all need to stop accepting fake buy-in and start building real commitment. Next, speak to your stakeholders in their own language, not in our SEO jargon. You also need to map out your Office ecosystem and adapt your approach to each single player. Use input metrics and make your work transparent and trackable. Create legitimate FOMO around your competitive opportunities. And lastly, build long-term trust through consistent follow-through. Remember, every time you fail to get buy-in, you're not just losing a single project. You're missing an opportunity to build the relationships that make future projects even easier. So invest in the people side of SEO as much as you can invest in the technical side. Let us know, what's your biggest buy-in challenge? Drop a comment below so that we can help each other out here. And if this video helped you see buy-in from a brand new perspective, smash that like button and subscribe for more SEO strategies that actually work in the real world. Until next time, keep optimizing both your websites and your relationships, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, make sure to give us a like, drop a comment, subscribe, so you don't miss out on any future SEO insights. And hey, if you're serious about your rankings, head over to SirLinksalot.co, check out our premium link building services, guides, and free SEO tools. See you next time.